What's going on, YouTube? All right, so I'm going to try to make this as quickly as possible, but as precise as possible. First off, we're starting with a shopping list. This is what you will need. This is a 500-piece connector pin terminal set. I will link it in the description. You will need these pins specifically. If you're only repinning the male connector, you will just need the one on the right-hand side and not the female on the left. Also in the kit, you will get these depinning keys. Basically, you just want to use the smallest one. They're a little bit of a pain to use, and I will explain how to use them in a little bit. Also, you're going to want this crimping tool. This is for non-insulated open barrel terminal connectors. They have a few different ones. Just make sure that you just want to look for this specific one that has these little gold non-insulated terminals in the bottom. Basically, how you use it: cut your wire, thread it through, crimp it into place. You're not going to be using those rubber grommets anyways, so don't worry about it. And if you don't already have one, you will need a wire stripper. I bought this one off Amazon. It was 14 bucks. Actually works really well. It's an automatic stripper. Pretty nice. And last but not least, I made a schematic for you guys. So basically following this, you'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wires in total. 1 white, 1 black, 1 blue, 1 gray, 1 yellow, 1 brown, 1 green, red, and a red. I also picked up a 6-pack roll of 22 gauge wire. Basically, the ones that I didn't receive in the kit were brown, a green and a red, and a gray. All right, first and foremost, you're going to basically need to remove the column shifter. Now, I'm just showing you here that my button was actually broken when I bought my truck, so I taped it onto place. I can get it to engage where it'll go from drive to 4th gear, but it won't shift past that. So as you can see here in the video, I can shift it from drive to 4th, but I can't shift up and down. Now you will need to remove the upper speedometer bezel on this. Just so you know, if your truck is old like mine's in 07, when I pulled this off, it broke the clips. I found another one of these on Amazon for like 40 bucks. So you may need to want to order that as well. If you don't care about that, then don't worry about it. If it breaks, you can basically just kind of push back into place. There are two 12mm bolts that hold the whole assembly into place. One is at the top and one is at the bottom. I actually went to a junkyard and pulled a column shifter off of a wrecked Titan, so I am removing this and just replacing the column shifter because the button on that one was not broken. This little kind of like what was probably white and has now faded to a yellowish red color. There is a rod that comes out from underneath the dashboard, which I believe is your shifter linkage. You'll just want to go ahead and disconnect that. And then you'll also want to disconnect that pigtail that goes to the column shifter for your gears. Now, just a little B-roll of the kit that I purchased. It comes with pretty much everything you need besides wire and the crimpers. And here's a little drawn out schematic, but hopefully the one at the beginning of this video helps you guys a little bit more. Now for this, if you do plan to buy just the column shifter itself, you will need a 10mm open end wrench to take this nut off right here. Basically, when I went to the junkyard, I took the 10mm bolt out and I basically just cut the wires because I knew I was going to have to basically crimp everything back into place. Really quick, I just want to show you. So this terminal and this little blue wire are from the original column shifter. The one on the left is a brand new one, so you just want to go ahead and make sure that you match those up before you start this whole process. Again, I will link that kit in the description. That had this correct size for repinning the pigtail. And then basically at this point, all you're going to do is you're going to cut yourself 8 leads of wire. Or if you're just repinning one of the leads, just go ahead and cut yourself a lead, repin it, and then stick it back in. But basically, I went ahead and recrimped everything. I cut myself some leads for about 2 to 3 inches long. Now to depin the pigtail, these keys are a little bit of a pain, so I just want to go ahead and show you guys. When you go to depin these, make sure it's on the side of the pin. There is a bigger opening. You're going to slide that key into place, and then you're basically going to want to turn the key, and this will help to free up the little tab that's on that connector itself. You may need a small flathead screwdriver to kind of help pry them out. So I used a really small flathead from like a glasses kit. So just take that into consideration. And just want to show you a close-up of those pins that came out of the Titan, the original ones that came out of the Titan. I believe those pins say 1 amp on them. It was really hard to see, but your shifter is probably like mine where it has a broken wire like that. So we're going to make these longer, and at the end of it, it should look something like this. Now, I did at first use a little solder in those joints. So basically when you crimp your wire down, I got my soldering gun and I basically just dabbed a little solder in those. You don't have to, but I did. I also tried to shrink boot these, and the shrink boot does not fit inside of the terminal housing for the pigtail. So just take that into consideration. You're basically just going to repin this exactly how you took it out. And at the very end, you're basically going to go ahead and take that harness that you repinned with the new leads. If you are doing it this way, if you're just pulling the shifter lever out to repin one of your connectors, then it shouldn't take you more than probably an hour. This took me about 4. I'm basically taking that harness, crimping everything together, and using some shrink boot to help keep them in place. When I put this back in the truck, I basically took some small zip ties and zip tied everything together just to make sure that they don't come off and they have enough room to move. Once you are done, go ahead and install the shifter back into the truck. Turn the key to the on position rather than start. Put it into drive and test the button like I'm doing right here. And as you can see, I now have a functional shift lever back in my 07 column shift Nissan Titan. Once that's done, go ahead and take it for a little test drive and just make sure your modifications and repairs worked properly. If you guys like this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, give it a like. If you didn't like this video, also give it a thumbs up, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons. I'm Jordan, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.